Vietnam after midnight feels like a different city, breathing at a different rhythm. And Ho Chi Minh City is where that transformation becomes most visible. As the clock slips past 12, the daytime chaos softens into something more deliberate, more atmospheric, and the streets reveal layers that tourists often miss when they retreat to hotels early. This is not just nightlife in the sense of clubs and bars, but a complete ecosystem of movement, sound, light, and human interaction that keeps the city alive while the rest of the world sleeps. The first thing that stands out after midnight is how alive the streets still are. In many global cities, late night means emptiness or silence. But here scooters still glide through intersections. Street vendors adjust their carts under fluorescent lights, and small plastic stools remain occupied by people sipping drinks and talking quietly. The performance of the city at night is impressive in its consistency. Traffic flows with a strange discipline, not rigid or rule-bound, but based on collective awareness. Drivers anticipate each other rather than obeying strict signals, creating a system that looks chaotic from the outside, but works smoothly once you understand its rhythm. Lighting plays a huge role in shaping the experience. Neon signs from bars, karaoke lounges, and convenience stores cast reflections on wet asphalt, giving the streets a cinematic look. LED strips outline modern buildings, while older colonial-era facades fade into softer shadows, creating a contrast between past and present. This visual design is not planned by a single authority but emerges naturally from thousands of individual businesses competing for attention. The result is a layered aesthetic that feels authentic rather than artificial, making night walks feel like moving through a living documentary. One of the strongest features of Ho Chi Minh City nightlife after midnight is accessibility. You do not need expensive tickets or exclusive reservations to experience it. A simple walk through areas like Bavine, District 1, side streets, or even quieter neighborhoods reveals something interesting every few meters. Street food stalls remain operational late into the night, serving dishes like pho, banh mi, grilled seafood, and sweet desserts. The design of these stalls is minimal yet functional, with compact setups that allow quick service and easy movement. Plastic tables and stools might look basic, but they are perfectly adapted to the urban environment, allowing businesses to pack up quickly if needed and keep costs low. The soundscape is another key element. Unlike Western nightlife dominated by loud music spilling from clubs, here the audio environment is layered. You hear the hum of motorbikes, distant karaoke voices, soft conversations, sizzling food, and occasional laughter. Bars and clubs do exist, especially in tourist-heavy zones. But even there, the sound feels integrated into the street rather than overpowering it. This balance makes the experience enjoyable, even for people who are not into heavy partying. Performance-wise, nightlife businesses operate with remarkable efficiency. Bars handle high turnover without feeling rushed. Food vendors serve dozens of customers in short spans, and ride-hailing services like Grab function smoothly even late at night. From a technical perspective, the integration of mobile apps into nightlife is a major selling point. Payments, transportation, and even food orders can be managed digitally, reducing friction for visitors who might not speak Vietnamese. This seamless back-end support allows the nightlife to feel spontaneous while being quietly supported by modern infrastructure. Design elements inside nightlife venues also deserve attention. Many bars combine industrial aesthetics with local touches, using exposed brick, recycled wood, and Vietnamese art or typography. Rooftop bars add another layer, offering views of the city skyline glowing against the night sky. These spaces are designed to maximize airflow and views rather than isolating guests indoors, which suits the tropical climate. Even smaller venues often use clever lighting and mirror placement to make compact spaces feel larger and more energetic. A unique selling point of Ho Chi Minh City nightlife is how inclusive it feels. You see locals and foreigners sharing the same spaces, sitting at the same tables, ordering similar food, and engaging in casual conversations. There is less of a social barrier compared to many nightlife capitals where locals and tourists remain separate. This openness is reinforced by pricing that remains relatively affordable, allowing people from different backgrounds to participate without feeling excluded. Safety is another aspect that quietly enhances the experience. While any large city requires basic awareness, walking the streets after midnight generally feels secure, especially in well-lit areas. Police presence is subtle but noticeable, and the constant flow of people reduces the feeling of isolation. This sense of security encourages exploration, letting visitors wander side streets, discover hidden cafes, or sit and observe street life without constant tension. The nightlife economy here also reflects cultural values. Even late at night, family-run businesses operate together, with children sometimes helping parents or resting nearby. This blurs the line between work and social life, creating an environment that feels less transactional and more communal. For viewers interested in social design and urban culture, this is a fascinating contrast to cities where nightlife is purely commercial and detached from daily life. Food quality after midnight remains surprisingly high. Unlike some places where late-night options are limited to fast food, Ho Chi Minh City maintains variety and freshness. Vendors prepare food on the spot, often using the same ingredients and techniques as daytime operations. The performance of these micro-kitchens is impressive, with a limited space, yet consistent output. Watching a vendor assemble a dish efficiently under dim lights becomes part of the entertainment. Transportation design also contributes to the experience. Scooters dominate the streets, and their compact size allows the city to stay mobile, even during peak nightlife hours. Sidewalks, double-less parking, dining areas, and social spaces, reflecting a flexible approach to urban design. While this might seem disorganized to first-time visitors, it actually allows the city to adapt quickly to changing needs throughout the night. For content creators and travelers, this nightlife offers strong visual storytelling opportunities. The contrast between bright signs and dark alleys, motion blur from passing bikes, and candid human moments creates footage that feels raw and immersive. Unlike overly curated nightlife destinations, Ho Chi Minh City retains imperfections that add authenticity. These imperfections become unique selling points, making the experience feel real rather than staged. Another feature worth highlighting is how nightlife transitions smoothly into early morning life. As midnight moves toward dawn, some venues close while others open. Morning vendors begin setting up as night owls finish their meals. This overlap creates a seamless flow rather than a hard stop, reinforcing the idea that the city never truly sleeps. It just changes shifts. Cultural expression remains visible even late at night. Street musicians, informal performances, and spontaneous gatherings add character without feeling forced. These moments are not scheduled events, but organic expressions of city life. From a design perspective, the lack of strict zoning allows creativity to emerge naturally, making each night slightly different from the last. Economically, nightlife supports a wide range of livelihoods, from bartenders and cooks to drivers and cleaners. This diversity keeps the ecosystem resilient. Even if one sector slows down, others remain active. This balanced performance is one reason the city's nightlife feels stable rather than chaotic. For visitors comparing nightlife destinations, Ho Chi Minh City stands out by offering depth rather than just intensity. You can party hard if you want, but you can also simply walk, eat, observe, and absorb the atmosphere. This flexibility is a major advantage, appealing to both extroverts and introverts. The city does not demand a specific way to enjoy it. It adapts to your pace. The human element ties everything together. Smiles from vendors, casual chats with strangers, and shared tables create connections that feel genuine. These interactions are not scripted but arise naturally from shared spaces and routines. This is perhaps the strongest unique selling point. The feeling that you are not just consuming nightlife, but participating in the city's ongoing story. As the night deepens, the city reveals its resilience, creativity, and adaptability. Ho Chi Minh City after midnight is not just about entertainment. It is about observing how an urban environment functions when stripped of daytime formality. The streets become a stage, the people become performers, and the city itself becomes the main character, moving, glowing, and breathing through the dark hours.